So the next one is our Sauvignon Blanc. And I think what really sets this apart from other South African Sauvignon Blancs is its vintage and the fact that we bottle age it before release. Current vintage, and by choice we hold back the Sauvignon Blancs, taste them, and when we believe that they are tasting at their best and they're ready, we release it. So this is a 2013 vintage. I think we've mentioned in other wines the role that acidity plays in many of our wines, including the bubbly, but I think it shows itself the most in this wine particularly. The fact that we are able to age a Sauvignon Blanc and open it and it's still really, really fresh. It's still got legs. I mean, the ageability of this one is probably the most out of all of our wines. We still open occasionally a bottle of our 2007, which was a maiden vintage, and it's still unbelievable fresh. A lot of the tones that you pick up here, but obviously a little darker in color. Yeah. But the thing about the Sauvignon Blanc is because it's cool climate, it has definitely got more of those savory tones. It's not tropical fruit driven. It's got a little bit of sort of gooseberry fruit coming through, but definitely more savory tones, slightly herbaceous. Once again, phenomenal food wine. I've seen
definitely can stand up to some really good dishes.
I've seen this paired with dishes across the board, from meat to vegetarian to fish to chicken, and I think it's a chef's dream, this wine, in terms of pairing, because the versatility is just unbelievable. So it's always exciting to see what people come up with, and I definitely think it's not one of those Sauvignon Blancs that's necessarily like what do we call it, like Lalo Sauvignon Blancs, where you can put down 3-4 bottles in peak day, lying on a Lalo. It is beautiful and complex enough that you can enjoy a couple of glasses with friends at dinner, but also, once again, a food-driven wine. We really try and create wines that excel in the restaurant environment and excel around food, whether that's at home or out.
I mean, it's like Megan said, it's a decision that we made sort of a few years ago to take this route, and we even have what we call our Sauvignon Blanc non-vintage to sort of cater for both markets. The people that enjoy it and understand ageability of Sauvignon Blanc, and then for those who prefer sort of younger vintage, more fresh, more zingy.
Acid driven,
Yeah, so, and that doesn't lack any acid. That's the thing.
No.
So it's still very fresh on the palate. It's still lively.
Yeah. So I mean that comes from sort of viticulture all the way to the winemaking process. It's trying to retain acidity in the grapes and trying to not allow too much sun.
Yeah. A huge part of the viticulture. So Shane, being our vineyard manager, can elaborate a bit more on that. But basically, canopy management's everything in this wine. How early we open, how late we open, how much direct sunlight we allow on it really influences the end flavor profile that you're getting in the wine.
It retains the flavors that we want and the acid.
Because there are other producers in cool climate regions who are able, or who are creating Sauvignon Blancs that are definitely more fruit driven, and I think that is a style that they're looking for, and because of that they will open their canopies a lot earlier, and we sort of just settled on this style from the very beginning, and it does make it a niche market, Sauvignon Blanc, because not everyone is basically looking for these Sauvignon Blancs, but if you are looking to list or to take to a dinner party something really different and special for South Africa, it's definitely a talking piece of a dinner party. I always say a lovely educational wine. You can bring something that people are really going to enjoy, but at the same time open up their experiences to age Sauvignon Blanc. I think it's something we don't taste nearly enough of in South Africa, and really educate people that Sauvignon Blanc can age if it's made correctly and stored correctly, and this idea that we must sell and drink a wine in the vintage that it's made is, well, hopefully this bottle just shows that proves that that's not true.